Alright, first off I want to say Kalalal, Hawa, Bangshami Shai. That is to say all praises to the Most High, which his true name is Yahweh. And the true name of his son is Yahweh Shai. Not Christ, not Jesus. And double honors to our apostles of GMS, Greatness Stone, and salutations to the Akim out there pushing this word, God's sincerity and in truth. This is GMS Kingston, and we're here to do a lesson on the topic of marriage. You know what I mean? And what marriage really is, contrary to what these Christians and these Religions teach of what marriage is. So we're going to break down the word marriage and certain experience and certain acts that take place in the scriptures that actually make it clear of what marriage is. That it's not coming before, presenting yourself and your woman before a man, and the man pronounce you and the woman husband and wife. No man can do that. By saying by the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. That is madness, that is bullshit, that is crap. See, now we're going to show you through the Spirit what the Heavenly Father prescribed as marriage and how marriage is supposed to operate. So we're going to give you the definition for marriage first. See? What? Oh, first we want to introduce my brother them. This is Yashaya, Ak Yashaya, and
This is Ak Yashamar
and
Yakalio.
alright, cool, can. So we'll just get into it, alright? And behind the camera we have Zach. The brother Zach.
This is the Compact Bible Dictionary,
Zandavan.
Zandavan.
Yeah.
This is marriage. Marriage is an intimate personal union.
So first it's an intimate, personal union. Then here it's a personal union. Then so when it lists that out as personal, mean as something sacred between you and the woman. Then go on, between a man and a woman. Go on.
To which a man and a woman consent.
To which a man and a woman consent. Go on.
Consummated
continuously
nourished by sexual intercourse.
nourishing by sexual intercourse. And every time when you have sex, basically that is sex. Marriage is sex. Then, and every time that a man have sex with a woman, that's actually performance of marriage. Marriage is being performed. That's the duty. Then, performing the duty of marriage. Then, what?
And perfected in a lifelong partnership.
And perfected in a lifelong partnership. But we can't stop it there, so. Then, and we go in go to Toby.
Toby 6 and 12. You see what?
Yeah.
Alright, this is Toby 6 and 12 from the Apocrypha. As you know, Apocrypha means hidden. You see? And the maid is fear.
And this I talk about Sarah, which was promised, the Most High was going to join Sarah and Toby together in marriage.
Tobias.
And Tobias, you can. Tobias, go on.
And the maid is fear. And the maid is fear and wise.
Yeah.
Now therefore hear me, and I will speak to her father. And when we return from wages,
Your ages.
we will celebrate the marriage.
And when we return from wages, we will celebrate the marriage. Then, the marriage was going to take place where? In rages. So the celebration will be after. Then, so all that's just to show, and we're going to show you that when them go in at the bed chamber and them have sex, it was after. Then the marriage was celebrated. Them have the wedding, what you call the wedding. The wedding and the marriage kind of intertwine, but sometimes them have the celebration, which is the wedding or the ceremony, after they went into the bed chamber and have sex. Go on.
If me can add to that's why in Matthew, that's why I say before they came together referring to Joseph and Mary, because it was official, that was the custom in Israel. Basically after a man and a woman basically have sex, which is the marriage, then them have a celebration after it, yo.
Exactly. Sometimes the celebration and the party are going, and in the midst of the party them were left and them were going in the bed chamber. And when them show you an example of that in the movie, in the TV series Game of Thrones. Then while them a party, them bring the man and the woman went into the bed chamber and they have sex. and then them bring out the token of her virginity. That's how it works, man. That's how it works in ancient time, and that is our marriage. That is the marriage, basically. What?
For I know that
Read the color that say camera can.
For I know that Raguel cannot marry her to another according to the law of Moses.
Yeah. Alright. So you can jump to 8 and 9.
It's Tobit 8 and 9. So they slept both that night, and Raguel rose and went and made a grave.
So what happened is that Tobias and Sarah slept in the bedchamber that night, meaning them have sex that night. Them have sex, and what happened after they have sex? You bust off or you come, they ejaculate, and then what? Them go sleep, them enjoy the rest of the night. You know what I mean? Jump to where? 19? Can.
It's a 19 from the same chapter 8.
Yeah.
And he kept the wedding feast 14 days.
And they kept the wedding feast 14 days. Go on.
For before the days of the marriage
Before the days of the marriage were finished, go on.
Raguel had said unto him by an oath that he should not depart till the 14 days of the marriage were expired.
Where were they? They were in rages. Zane, and he said, don't depart until the 14-day celebration they finish. Zane, and that is what? That is the marriage. That is still the celebration of the marriage. They were celebrating the marriage. Zane, go on.
And then he should take the half of his goods and go in safety to his father.
Yeah.
And should have the rest when I and my wife be dead.
Exactly. Zane, which part we have next?
Toby?
Yeah, Toby. One year's at Toby. Yeah, man, we have one next one. Give me 11 I think 11 and 19.
Yeah, 19. And Tobias' wedding was kept 7 days with great joy.
And Tobias' wedding was kept 7 days with great joy.
So when him reach home,
And that's when him reach home from rages where him have sex with his wife.
And the celebration, they are 14 days over there. So.
Exactly, so it's 14 days, so them have one next celebration when them go home
to
theme house, to theme parents them. That just goes to show you, Zane, that marriage is sex. Zane, that marriage is sex, and when you go into the bedchamber and you have sex, that is the marriage. You have sex with the woman, you take her virginity, that is the marriage. Bring out the white cloth and you show the token of her virginity. When the blood spills upon the white cloth, that is the token of her virginity, and that is the marriage being performed or completed. Then the celebration is after, which is called the wedding or the banquet. And we're going to look up those words like the wedding and the banquet.
And in the Christian philosophy, them tell us marriage before sex.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Sex before marriage.
Sex before.
Sex before marriage.
Which is marriage before marriage.
Which is marriage before marriage. Can. So sex, that what they call it, that theory, not that theory, or that that madness that they have, that man-made theory that they have, let's say a child being born out of wedlock. Nobody born out of wedlock. Zane, no child or no person born out of wedlock. Zane, once sex is being performed and once sex is taking place, that is wedlock. Zane, when sex is performed, that is wedlock, that is marriage. Zane, so whenever a child born, a marriage make them come about, sex make them come about. And we're going to prove further in the scriptures. We have a next one. Give me Genesis 29. 30.
This is Genesis chapter 29 verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leo, and served with him yet 7 other years.
Yeah, so he went in unto Rachel. Zane, read it again, Ak.
This is Genesis chapter 29 verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he also loved also Rachel more than Leo, and served with him yet 7 other years.
Can. Alright, give me the next one now. And that just goes to show you that no pastor was present and no ring was present.
No kneeling.
No kneeling also, yo.
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me? Woman worship. Zane, that go back to woman worship to read. Go back to jump to 27, the next one.
The scripture say I think in
27
Exodus.
is the next one.
In Exodus 21, he said, if they would take,
Yeah, go on.
if they would take down to herself another wife, that take wife here, you're the father of an arrangement.
Can.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, can. Go on.
This is Genesis chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
What? He took her and she became his wife. Oh, she became his wife. You what? Him go into the tent. What I'm going to do with her? Let me just say it like this. Him go fuck her, man.
But how come I hear about a pastor?
You hear about the pastor? There was no pastor present, man. There was no men by the power invested in me turn up between the two of them and say you by the power invested in me are your wife. You may kiss the bride. Zin? The scripture don't support that. First of all, the ring go back to the worshipping of Saturnalia. The ring, it symbolizes the ring around Saturn. It's Saturn worship. It's planet worship. Worshipping Saturn as a god. Zin? So that no scriptural, man. None of that no scriptural. The ring no scriptural. The pastor will turn up and I say yo the point. Who give him power? The Most High don't give him power, yo. The Most High don't give no man power if he say me have the power to make you husband and wife. No.
Scripture tells you the Most High joined together.
No,
but
yeah.
no man put asunder.
I don't know man join them together. The Most High join them together. Can go on.
Right, this is Genesis chapter 24, verse 67 to finish it. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
Yeah.
And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Can.
And then we're going to go to Genesis chapter 16, verse 3. And Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife.
To what? To be his wife. One where you are.
And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived.
And he went in unto Hagar, right? And she go in, and how she conceived, he go fuck her. And like one night where Abraham go in, they go fuck her, she breathe. See? Let me say it like it is. Go on.
And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
Yeah, so she gave Hagar over to Abraham, to wife. And Abraham going to her the night there and what? She breathed, and she also became his wife. See? You have a next one?
Yeah.
Alright, shut the next one. And
This is Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Yeah, if a man found a maid that is not betrothed, then he shall what?
Can breed and royal betrothed too.
Yeah. I mean to engage.
Or he can betrothed not belong to another man, another man humble her.
So he said that is not betrothed, meaning him engaged to an next man.
Not promise to an
Or
next
him the
man.
promise. Engage, promise. Because engage go also back to giving. You know, in marriage. You know what I mean? They just like you just see somebody and say you don't engage with a person, you're not involved, or you know, but engage go back to giving in marriage or betrothed. Go on. Finish?
That's it.
I'm bringing up my fan
go on.
this. It's Deuteronomy 22 and 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, and a man find her in
Right, fair, jump to the next, jump to the point. If a damsel is a virgin.
Very last part, verse 28.
28.
28 more, you can.
Yeah, can.
If a man, it's 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found,
So
then
he's not engaged to a man or him not promised to no man. So if a man find a damsel that is not betrothed, you have to,
And she.
yeah, so like, and she is not betrothed or not promised to an next man. Zane, go on.
then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his
And
wife.
she shall what? She shall be his wife. Me not hear nothing now about no ring. Me not hear nothing about no pastor.
What you talk about?
All him do, him just carry the money, go give the damsel, and go give the damsel father. And then, and nowadays, it's only nowadays you have, because of the Western culture, you have some people grow up effeminate, and even when you bring it up from the scriptures, they not gonna believe it, because guess what? Them pastor, them grow up, I hear them pastor tell them these things, then, and them effeminate, and that is the fact, man. Them effeminate, they are not man enough or manly enough for actually accept the scriptures for what it is, man.
Oh.
See, go on.
And the reason why she become him wife, the scripture go going her now,
Go on.
because he had humbled her.
Because him humble her, or he humble her, him fuck her.
Take it, Nash.
Him take it. See?
And the word humbly come from the word that the Hebrew, I think it's aina,
Yeah.
which means to take by force, yo.
Or seize.
Yeah, see it.
You know what I mean? To lay hold on. You know what I mean? Him take her, him take it. So I say if a man find, he say it, you know, if a man find a damsel that is not betrothed and lay hold on her, to lay hold on, to grab, you know, and take it. You see me? The pastor not did it. What? She shall surely be what? His wife.
Well, I believe it say aina the field they refer to it too. So no person know
The pastor not never feel like upon as he grab him and pastor show up and say, alright, by the power invested in me.
Guys, if they be found,
You see me? Because guess
nobody
what?
know.
He can't take her car go anywhere, you know. He
Anywhere.
can capture her, you know.
Anyway.
You see me? Based on the scripture read, him can capture her car, go in a bush or in a cave, go lock away with her, you know. If him want. And them search for her, the parents them would search for her for many days.
like in I think it's
If
Judges.
a man find a damsel,
Yeah, if him find her.
In
you see me?
Judges, when basically the tribe of Benjamin they go up to war against the rest of the tribe them, and them go out and them basically capture the rest of the when them come down to about 400, when them get defeated and go down to about 400 men, what them do? Them basically go in Hebrew, they them basically have
Yeah, man, with the simplest name.
basically we are calling now an agreement with the rest of the nation of Israel that them will get themselves wife and them go at, I remember I think of Bathsheba or something that effect, I remember a specific place yo, and them take themselves wives yo. So the ceremony if I go to 400 men, them take them, so man just run in and just grab woman. Is him lie with them and them wife now?
Alright. That one next precept back. I'm shut the precept. John, should go John 2 and 1.
we need that already.
Yeah, read it.
It's a John 2 and 1. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana. of Cana.
Yeah, there was a marriage in Cana or Cana. Go on. Cana of what? Go on.
Galilee.
Of Galilee. Go on.
And the mother of Yahushua was there.
Yeah. So there was a wedding. That is the point. We're going to read. We're going to look up the definition for can continue reading. We'll look up the definition for marriage. Not that verse, yo.
And both Yahushua was called
Yeah.
and his disciple to the marriage.
Yeah.
And when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahushua said unto him, they have no wine.
Continue. Because why they want wine? Why they wanted wine?
Celebration.
Because it's a celebration that take place, yo. See? We're gonna read since this thing now come up. But the word wedding there go back to banquet or feast. That's where the word wedding go back in the Greek. Go back to banquet or feast. And we look up the word wedding. Look up the word wedding. I'll show you how it what take place at a wedding. Alright, a wedding. It's a wedding is marriage customs in the Bible centered around two events of betrothal and wedding. The wedding itself did not include a religious ceremony, although it is probably that the betrothal was ratified by an oath. Alright, so after the
don't forget it's a religious ceremony, so you never bring to no past and no madness, yo.
Can.
That is a religious ceremony
Yeah,
that is
can.
referring to.
Can read that again and expound. So the wedding itself did not include a religious ceremony, although it is probably that a betrothal was ratified by an oath. Because even when you have, for example, you have two kings and them want join forces, this king might give the next king his daughter, and them say, yeah, this is a token that you swear allegiance with me. Yeah, we join forces to come up against other kingdoms.
That are all in back in the days how people usually come together. Unite.
Yeah, is a token or for sure, or a sign for sure say, oh, we united.
Like in the movie Game of Thrones.
See a movie again, Game of Thrones. Alright? So it said, after the exile, written contracts were drawn up and sealed. So you can have a writing, just like what happened to Tobias. Now I mean there was a writing say, alright, my daughter and the son here and the brother here come together in marriage. You know what I mean? Them make a pledge then. say, I'm going to take care, him going to take care of my daughter, or I'm going to give him over to in marriage, yo.
And inherit the inheritance.
Yeah, can. Alright, so it's a groom attended by friends and accompanied by musicians and singers, seen, and went to the bride's house. Matthew 25 verse 7. I don't know what but that's spiritual still. And then after receiving her from her parents with their blessing, he conducted the whole party back to his own house. On the way, other friends of the bride and groom joined the party, and there was much music and dancing. A feast was held at the bridegroom's house. Later in the evening, the bride's parents escorted her to the nuptial chamber, to the marriage chamber. So during the ceremony, or during the celebration, they escort the man and the woman to the marriage chamber for the fuck. Zin?
If me can add, because in the book of Tobit, I think it's Raguel, him tell him wife, say, go prepare the bed chamber.
Yes.
Because in ancient Israel, you have the custom where when the wife basically, or the mother of the damsel, prepare the bed chamber, she then put the white sheet on it. That when basically an iron man break you, right, and she bleed, that become the token of her virginity. That just in case her husband want move heal with her at the latter end, the father would have that token of her virginity to show. So guess what? She was a virgin, yo.
Alright, so I'm finish this. So, yeah, it mentioned that the bed chamber, then prepare the bed chamber. See? Alright, so finish this. So a feast was held at the bride's room house later in the evening, and the bride's parents escorted her to the nuptial chamber. The nuptial means marriage or wedding chamber.
Sex chamber.
The sex chamber, in other words. See? While he, the Genesis 29 and 23. See? Yeah, read that, get that. Genesis 29 and 23. Because them give a reference here. While he was led there by his friends, or the bride's parents, the next day the festivities were resumed. Them continue celebrating. The festivities were resumed and continued for 1 or 2 weeks, 14 days. Read back that one there. In a talk. You see, read that.
This is Genesis chapter 29, verse, what was it now? 23. And it came to pass in the evening that he brought Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her.
So him going unto her. See, go on.
And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid.
See, so them became what? Them become husband and wife when him going unto her, go have sex with her. See? We continue here so now. It said, the next day the festivities were resumed and continued for 1 or 2 weeks. See? Genesis 29 and 27. Judges 14 and 12. So the wedding festivities included much music and joking. Then, so that the celebration will take place. Then the celebration can take place before and during the celebration, during the party. Then they can be escorted. The man and the woman will be escorted into the bedchamber. It happens like that some of the time. Escorted to the bedchamber and them have sex. Then, and after them have sex and they become husband and wife, which that is the marriage that is being performed. After that, the celebration continues. It can continue up to 14 days or 1 week.
I'm giving them 2 examples.
Go on.
It's go back into Tobit chapter 8 and 19, and he kept the wedding feast 14 days.
And they kept the wedding feast 14 days, and at the after, they had sex in the bedchamber. Go on.
After the marriage.
After the marriage. Go on, Salah.
Before the days of the marriage were finished, Raguel had said unto him by an oath that he should not depart till the 14 days of the marriage were expired.
Yes.
Yeah, another example too before we run it.
Yeah.
It's 11 and Tobit 11 and 19, and Tobit wedding was kept 7 days with great joy.
Yeah. So them keep another celebration.
They say free can say 14 and 7.
Yeah, you see me? So
a week.
Yeah, it depends. To me, it depends on how long you want to keep the celebration after the marriage.
This stay longer.
Okay.
It's 21 days.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly. Zane, you have a next one?
Yeah, this is Judges chapter 14, verse 12. And Samson said unto them, I will now put forth a riddle unto you. And if ye can certainly declare it, me within the 7 days of the feast, and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 change of garments.
Right, the feast that was taking place was what? The marriage feast after the marriage. Saying that is the ceremony, that is the wedding. The wedding go back to banquet or marriage same way, banquet or feast. So the feast where did I go on after Samson? It was Samson, right? Samson and I think they get
Delilah.
married. Delilah joined together. And Delilah.
Ethiopian woman and like.
Yeah, one Ethiopian woman. Can. So it was after them going to the bedchamber and them have sex, the feast was taking place, which is the wedding or the banquet.
Would it be like today them call it reception?
Exactly what them call reception today. See? But that just goes to show you that the way how Christian and guess what, a lot of people in society is messed up by that. But that's why them come up with the as you said mentioned earlier, the ceremony, the theory of born out of wedlock, child being born out of wedlock. Nobody born out of wedlock. See? Because sex is marriage. See? Sex is what join two people together. See? That's what the word marriage means. The word marriage means join together. See?
Children in adultery.
Yeah, children in adultery, yes. If that is what they were classifying it as, then fine. It was, yes, good.
There's a difference.
But nobody born out of wedlock. One sex is taking place and a sex bring that child here, sex is the marriage. So no child born out of wedlock once sex is performed. See? And a woman get pregnant.
Just to solidify the point, go back to Deuteronomy 22 and 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. Go back to his wife, she turn him wife, guys, what? He have sex with her.
Yes, he have sex with her, can't. But at the point still, and I hope this was edifying, then we'd like to say, Shalom. Shalom.